Okay, Aquarius for the week commencing 29th of May. Let's see what you've got. Aquarius for the week commencing 29th of May 2017. Let's see. This wants to come out. A lot of thinking going on, eh? Contemplation mode, is it? Choices. Okay, Aquarius. I see a lot of you could be going through an emotional turmoil, which would lead you to sort of emotionally withdraw from society. A lot of you would just want to be locked up somewhere, sit in your room, be on your own, and sort of feel what you're feeling. And it has nothing to do with your work situation or finances. Work-wise, you're going to do very well this week. You're stable, you're financially stable. In fact, material and spiritual prosperity, even spiritually, you'll be doing just fine. It's okay, this seems like more on a relationship front. When I say relationship, I like to make it very clear it's not always a romantic relationship. A relationship is something between two people. It could be a relative, a friend, a professional relationship. They're all relationships. It is a relationship where you feel the emotional loss. You're in a mental conflict because of that. Maybe, okay, you do have good money and material. So maybe you're in a very good job and you're making heaps of money, but it's not giving you mental peace. You don't have the emotional, mental satisfaction, the psychological peace that you'd want. So maybe this is a fantastic job financially, but it's not giving you enough peace of mind. And you're in a mental conflict and contemplating whether to quit or to keep going on the way it is. So movement, choices, and decisions. See that? So this is a choice you might have to make, whether to stay in your current job and make a lot of money that you've been making, or you might even get a promotion, but with promotion come a lot of more responsibilities. Are you ready to handle those responsibilities? You're already overworked. You have a lot of workload. On top of that, you have an opportunity of making money, but then you won't have the mental peace or the quality time that you like to spend with your family and friends. Are you ready for that? You'd be totally absorbed in, you'll be totally consumed by this job. Do you want it? Or you want to move on and start looking at various other options and start applying for other job opportunities, or with better bosses and better work relationships, to be precise. Okay, interesting. It could also be someone at work. You might have had feelings for someone at work, romantic feelings perhaps, and one of you are planning to move on or quit the job, and hence it's causing a lot of pain to you because you won't be able to see that person on a daily basis. You won't be working in the same organization together anymore. So that could happen. So there are obstacles and challenges here, but nothing you can't get over, Aquarius. You're pretty strong-willed. Okay, tripartite contracts, third-party relationships. Okay, so there are 3 people involved in a relationship. It could be you, your partner, your boss. This is just a hypothetical. It would have to relate to your particular situation, so you'd be the best judge of it. But there are 3 people involved in this relationship. I see 2 men and 1 woman. For some reason, I think there are going to be 2 men in this relationship and 1 woman. So either the boss could be a male, or there could be a love triangle where a woman has 2 suitors. There are 2 people. Making this decision is very difficult for you at this stage, I see. This week is going to put you in a situation where you don't know which route to take. I see there are 5 choices in front of you. 5, number 5 in particular, 5 choices. You'd have to relate it to which aspect of your life has those 5 things, number 5. It could be 5 members of a team, or from a friend circle, or a family. And I see communication. So the best choice for you would be where you can freely communicate and express yourself with this person and not worry about being yourself, not being yourself. So you'll make a choice in a direction where you don't have to play games, you don't have to put a poker face. If it's in terms of a romantic partnership, you're going to choose the 2 suitors I mentioned. You're going to choose the one who accepts you for who you are, and you don't have to play to be someone else. In terms of work, you might choose an organization which sort of appreciates your skills and talents and wants you to come join them for who you are, and not play the dirty corporate political game. So you have these choices this week. Let's get some clarity with some divine angelic energy. Let's see. What can you do to give it a positive spin? Release. See, it's a woman. See how she's releasing? Look at those birds. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. You could be releasing a job. Like I said, maybe you've been, given a lot of workload, or you may be releasing a relationship, be it professional or personal. But there is one relationship here. Actually, 3 people. So once you release this, your choices will be made. I mean, all of us, when we're given a lot of choices, we tend to struggle with which one to choose because there are just way too many choices. So once you release and filter out, eliminate the things that don't serve you for the highest good, you will be able to make a definite positive choice. Interesting, singing and dancing. Some of you could be joining maybe a singing dance or a singing class or a dance class, or a ball dance maybe coming up, and hence you'd want a dance partner. Some of you could even use this as a form of expression in the field of dance and music. So say maybe you're not a very popular choreographer, but you just suddenly decided to make a YouTube video of your performance, and you put it up there, and you got a lot of recognition because you want to express yourself. So through this video or through this performance, this stage performance, you want to express your emotions and express your talent. Show it to people. This is the week for it. So express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. Some of you might even want to learn to play an instrument. Maybe the piano or the guitar or whatever it is that interests you. Interesting. Seems like a week of healing away addictions came up for the Aquarians as well. Heal away addictions. So this is a good week if you want to give up on alcohol, substance, smoking, or even a toxic habit. If you've got a habit of getting angry at the slightest of things, or if you've got a filthy habit of over smoking or smoking too much, or even smoking in general. I mean, any addiction, or a gambling addiction. Something that's out of control is basically an addiction. As long as it's in control, and you can control it, it's not an addiction. So when things go out of control, we tend to get addicted. So this is the week to get that control back and rule it like a boss. This is the week. You can do this, Aquarius. You can heal away those addictions. Any addiction. Any whatsoever. Emotional sensitivity. So I see a large number of you are going to be highly emotionally sensitive this week. You might get really touchy about things. So let's put it this way. Be open to constructive criticism. Sometimes when all of us, when we're emotionally sensitive, we take things very personally and sort of get very touchy about the slightest of things and don't look at the bright side of it. So if someone's giving you positive feedback, constructive criticism, be open to it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't get touchy. Just know and realize that it's just this time that's making you emotionally sensitive. It's all about the time, isn't it? It's not you, it's the time. It's the phase you're in. People mean good. There's no malice or negativity here. So people mean good. Take it in a constructive manner. Don't take it in a negative way. You'll be fine. Don't think people are being critical of me. They're just giving you an honest, positive, constructive feedback, which can help you improve on what you've got. Interesting. So you're an indigo person. This person, I think, is you. I strongly feel this indigo person is you. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. See how it came up with emotional sensitivity? So this was a card that came up, emotional sensitivity, when we spoke about not being touchy and constructive feedback. And then here it comes, indigo person. So chances are you're going to be emotionally highly sensitive this week. So be aware, be careful. Don't take things in an extreme manner. You might just react like you're on your period or something. You might just act like a crazy person and as if you're on PMS or something. But it's okay. It's alright. It'll pass. It's just this phase where you're feeling way too touchy and sensitive. Don't worry about it. And when you feel that way, remove yourself from a situation where you think you could utter something that you're going to regret later on. Okay? Just be calm, patient, and take the positivity in. One final card to give you lots of positivity, love, and light. Let's see what you've got here. Card box. So this is a good time, like I said, emotional sensitivity. So rather than taking things into an extreme direction and saying things that you might regret later on, why don't you start writing in a diary this week? Whatever thoughts, whatever situations you're coming across, perhaps you could write it, jot it down in a diary or notes on a computer, your concerns, your desires, and put into a special container called the God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Allow the divine to help you. So there's divine angelic energy around you, lots of love, lots of light. You'll have a good time ahead, Aquarius. Just be calm, be patient. Sending you lots of healing energy, love and light. See you next time.